crazy. Okay, happy Taco Tuesday. You know the day of the week it is. We're in March,
We are.
and it is Women's International Month or Women's Month, right? And my taco guest, I feel like she doesn't need an introduction.
Yes.
Suha with Z Technology Solutions. Did I say that?
You
correct?
did?
Okay,
Absolutely.
yes. So Suha and I got together. Well, you've been
We've known each other for a
yeah,
long
we've
time,
known each other for a
Dalila.
long time, right? And we are in Wesley Chapel. We're
We
in
are.
Suha's neck of the woods. And I drove out to her, and we are at a place called Taco Sun. It is 30056 State Road in Wesley Chapel. And of course, I got my taco plate.
And
Lift
I
it up,
got my
girl.
taco plate
She,
as well.
well, she got 2 tacos. What was the? You got a
So
vegetarian
I got a
one?
vegetarian. They call it a flexitarian.
Okay.
And then I got a barbacoa.
Okay, I got a barbacoa 2 as well, and then I'm sorry to speak in Spanish, sorry. And then I got an asada, and it came with refried beans and rice. Now, here's the thing. They gave us lemons instead of lime, and I was like, I've never had that before, so I'm going to try it.
Yeah, they said they're out of limes.
They're out of limes,
so
but, hey, it's good. Tacos.
All good.
So we're going to take a bite out of those beauties in a moment, but contact. So Suha is here because you have now been on your own, right? Another woman entrepreneur, right? How long have you been on your own?
So I started Z Technology Solutions back in 2014, actually.
Oh,
But because I always knew that I wanted to branch out on my own,
okay.
but I never did until about 2 years ago. And COVID had hit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was, working for a company.
Mhm.
I've actually changed jobs since then and worked for a different company as well. But I wasn't feeling very fulfilled, Dalila, and I felt like I wasn't doing what I'm meant to do,
Okay.
and I wasn't doing what fulfilled me. And so I decided that this was the right time for me to just step back. And, a lot of people, we were just talking about that a little while ago, a lot of people had a lot of, well-being, mental health issues during COVID because
Yep.
we were all on our own. We
Yeah.
weren't around people, and we need people to thrive,
Absolutely.
And I really was so heads down at the time that it didn't really hit me until about 2 years ago. And I realized that I needed to change something, that I wasn't happy,
Okay.
and it was coming across into my personal life, into my
Ooh.
professional life,
Okay.
and I needed to take a step back. And so I decided to focus on getting me healthy personally
Okay.
before I can help somebody else.
Yeah. Like we said, put your mask
Mask
on.
on.
I don't know before
Absolutely.
you put your. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so we talked about that you were in a little bit of a
A funk.
Yeah.
And
But the fact that you were knowledgeable, like
yeah,
you
I recognized it in
recognized
myself.
Thank
I
you.
did recognize it in myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that, women are very good at giving and helping
yes, we
others
are. Yes.
and making sure that everybody has what they need, sometimes at our own expense. And I think that to a
we
certain
sacrifice
extent,
a lot.
we sacrifice
Absolutely.
a lot, especially
We
if
do.
you're like a parent or like me, you're in a
Absolutely.
sandwich generation.
Yes.
Where I'm taking care of an aging parent,
Yes.
and I still have kids, and
That's
we
hard-
just
that's
give,
hard.
give. And at one point, I woke up and I realized I'm not going to be able to help others if I don't fix
take care of-
myself.
if I don't take care of myself. Absolutely. And I know that you nor myself, I do take time from time to time to take a time out. I call it like a time out and just do something that I like, or just do nothing, or just take naps. I'm a big nap taker. I like some
love
naps.
naps.
Yeah. Right. But I understand, I do recognize it when my body's telling me, hey, girl, slow your
down.
roll, right?
Yeah.
Slow down. You need a nap. And the fact that we recognize that is a part of, hey, it's okay. You're healthy. You're okay. You just need a timeout.
Yep.
So, and ladies,
And it doesn't mean you're a failure
no,
if you step
absolutely
back
not.
from something.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It does not. If anything, I feel that makes us, we recharge and we come back even stronger.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So you've been on your own now 2 years. And What are your products? What are your services? What do you do for the industry? And this is horchata, by the way. Sorry.
Honestly, sometimes people refer to me as a problem fixer
Okay. I
because
like that.
I like to solve big challenges,
Mm-hmm.
and I like to find new ways to possibly do something that you hadn't thought about doing before.
Okay.
And of course, having technology and data be my background, that's what I fall
Yeah.
back on.
You're big on data.
Yeah. So I use technology, I use data to help find the right solutions for for whoever's having a challenge, whatever it is.
Okay.
There's always a way to solve it. And in our industry, we've been almost in a rut where we keep doing the same thing over and over. And so having
Yes,
some
we
fresh
do.
eyes, having somebody new come in and look at your challenges.
Mhm.
I don't like to call them problems
Okay.
because problems has a very negative connotation.
Very true.
It's a challenge,
Mhm.
and you always have to keep your mindset of I can find a way to do something. I may not know how to do it today, but I will
I
find
will
a way.
find a way.
I will read, I will research, I will find the right way that's going to solve that challenge.
What would be an example of a challenge for a company?
So I know, like in the last 2 years, we've had a lot of people who, a lot of companies were actually moving into automation.
That's correct.
Into
Yep.
trying to find out how do we cut costs, how do we do more with less.
Yes.
And to be able to do that, you really have to understand first what your data is telling you. So the first goal is to look at your data and understand where do you have bottlenecks. So if you're trying to streamline a process, if you're trying to do more with less, if you're trying to automate something, then you have to understand where your challenges are, what your roadblocks are. And then it's not every size fits all.
Okay.
So you can't say I'm going to pick this and that's going to solve all my problems. You have to actually understand the root cause of the issue and then find the right solutions for it. So when you're looking at automation, you look at your point of sale, your POS, you look at your CRM, you look at your LOS. Where are you having issues? Where are loans getting bogged down, for example, in our industry?
Yep.
And then how can I find a way around that? Whether it's with automation, it's with artificial intelligence.
AI. Yes.
Exactly.
That's big.
But the foundational piece of it is to understand your data. And so a lot of organizations know what their issue is, but they don't know why it's happening. And so they start to throw things at it, even though it may
And
not
not
be
knowing the why.
why. Exactly.
And you help them with
The why, and then we fix it together.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that you say, hey, don't throw things at it. Sometimes you just have to take a pause, have another perspective, someone come in with another eyes outside of the organization and say, hey, this is where you need help. This is where you can actually not use this anymore, right? You need this
instead or in addition to.
Yeah.
And one of the other things that we help organizations with is, when you're going with automation, for example, the biggest fear that people have is it's going to take my job, I'm going to lose my job.
I know. It's always fear.
There's a big, it goes hand in hand, change management and actually making sure that you are training and upskilling those employees to do something different so that they can leverage that technology that you're introducing and do more. So rather than, for example, if you're a processor or an underwriter, rather than processing 50 loans a month, maybe with the automation you'll be able to process 75 loans a month. So your productivity goes up. The company's bottom line is impacted, and you are changing what you're doing. You become more of as opposed to like what do you call it? Like a frontline person who just pushes buttons.
Yep.
You're actually becoming more of an analyst. You're looking at what's coming out of the automation and making sure that it's accurate, that it's correct, that it provides you the information that you want. So you switch your role from being a number pusher, if you will, or a button pusher, to an actual analyst who looks at the results and then pushes the loan forward.
And you know, if you are in a position where you are seeing challenges, I like that, or having bottleneck issues, definitely reach out to Suha. She can help you. She can give you that fresh perspective, that other pair of eyes.
Yeah.
And congratulations on going out, because there's a lot of us that's doing
There
it.
are.
You guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And with that, happy Taco Tuesday. Always sending light and positivity to all. This too shall pass. I am going to do the barbacoa. Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do my vegetarian,
Okay.
the flexitarian.
Go ahead.
All right.
You guys,
Here we go.
eat your tacos.
Cheers.
Bye.